But not only do you need the sufficient rig to do that in the first place, but on top of needing the sufficient rig to do that in the first place, everything that you listed that your AI quote-unquote does, and how it can spy on other people and stuff like that, admitting to that is already a TOS rig for Discord and VR chat. But we're going to disregard that. We're going to go over to the other part, where fucking you said, oh yeah, no, it's walked around while I'm AFK.
Wait 1 second while I put part 3 up.
And you're in. I have a genuine question for Blade. I want to ask him why he had to say Jarvis to kick me that lobby.
Go ahead.
That's my question.
I'm here.
Yeah. I mean, you'll go ask your question if you want now, because I'm gonna keep going anyways.
I never watched that.
Blade,
Huh?
I have a genuine question.
Alec
All right.
Baldwin.
Back in Desert Air Base, if your little AI only does that shit, then why did you have to say Jarvis and do that entire damn thing just to boot me from the lobby? That's my question.
Because it
Little
runs off
spiel.
of two different things. Either one, it will register what you are saying and or doing, such as, like, if you were to come up and start fucking touching people inappropriately, or if you were to sit down and fucking say racist comments and shit like that, and it were to be heard by my VRC player, it would then go into its registry. It's
But
not fucking hard.
None of
And at
that
that
shit
point,
happened.
it just runs
I
off
was
of
talking
keystroke
to you.
manipulation.
I was talking to you peacefully,
You
and
know,
you said,
can I
"Thank you for
can I
being
ask
respectful,
something?
but I'm gonna have to get rid of you now." And he went, "Jarvis, it's you, Toad 5873," and
Programs
then
Those
start
protocol
the entire
something
emo
something
edgy boy
something.
music was turned on. Yeah, and then I got kicked from the lobby.
Mayo. Mayo. Mayo.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Video proof of that one too.
If you
Sure,
have
what's
an
up?
AI that can do all that shit,
Ignored.
why are you not making it an anti-cheat and selling it to companies? Because you could make a fuck ton of money. If you have something that's so sophisticated,
Because
Why are
AIs
you
that
spending
are
time on
able to
VR
sit
chat?
down and do this kind of stuff, it's not tested. Right now, I'm just working on making it a simple art program, so that way I'm able to sit there and have fucking 3D textures be made for my aircraft, and then after I'm done doing that, I'll be releasing that version to the general public. I need to first get a fucking business account for Substance Painter, so that way I'm able to sit down and have it linked to both my server and my fucking computer. But yeah, it's not that big a deal.
Business licenses. They do bulk licensing, not business licensing. It's Adobe. You pay the monthly $27 or whatever it is.
I identify as
Right,
Or
but
you
you're
could
still
just
getting
pirate
what I'm
it,
saying.
like 90% of the population.
I'm
I
not
love
going
him.
to.
He's my
This is my
one and only.
friend.
So, to answer your question, I do intend on fucking releasing public AI assets. It's just a matter of time because I need to sit down and make sure that it's not carrying any of the extra code that I have, or that it's not carrying. Long story short, it's temperament.
We use the
Hey,
same
thanks for
model.
inviting Moose, by the way.
Talked to you once, but we used the same model and we
It's
crouched at each other
special.
once.
Let's just
All
put it that way.
You remember that, right?
Mhm.
Alright.
Oh, it surely is
18-year-old?
special in some ways.
And then now I know he likes Addo.
Yeah.
So like.
I
he's
will
like
admit there are
scared.
certain parts of it that have been vastly exaggerated. I'm not afraid to admit that. Honestly, part of it was kind of a joke to me because of everybody sat there and was like, "Oh my god, he's using an AI!" Like, and what's funny is most of the shit that they're sitting down and talking about, like, who the fuck is gonna sit down and go, what did I even say, 5847 something? Who the fuck's gonna sit there and do that? Program start, Jarvis 5847. I'm gonna sit there and probably type out something on my little keyboard that sits right fucking here. And when I sit there and I fucking type that shit out, it'll fucking execute the programs. Only recently have I actually implemented actual fucking voice recognition. Well, Mara, the conversation has been lovely. Thank you for staying respectful for the most part. You have a lovely day. Jarvis, are you active? Program start, Jarvis 5847.
It's way out of our league.
Is this the power of a god?
Get the fuck out of here!
Jarvis, you have clearance.
Atlas.
Here's another one.
Most of the time,
Does this
it's
have
just
like
a
major
fucking
strain on your GPU and CPU though? Low key, how are you running this game at the
Not
same
if
time?
you, not if you're streaming from a server to your computer rather than it all sitting on your computer, because that's what I did.
So you have a server room just chilling?
I don't want to fly. I want to
No,
die.
not an entire server room. I have a server rack with one server that's on it. It's in my fucking basement of my old house that my parents are at.
If you can call it that.
I moved out not too long ago, about 5-6 months ago, and moved on to
I don't know.
Hold on.
Your server.
Yes.
What do you mean? What's in my
It's
server?
ultra
It's just
hyper-intelligent
holding my
RAM.
fucking rack.
What's in the rack? What hardware?
Oh fuck! It's been so long since I messed with it.
Hardware?
Oh jeez, guys. Let me.
You're talking about the hardware, right?
I doubt that it's very
Hardware. What silicon's in that bitch?
Blade Forgery, what was your position at Google though? For real. More in depth on IT specialist. Go a little bit more in depth.
That's
Okay,
kind of a
well,
fall
my
from
job
grace
was to
going
sit
from IT
there
specialist.
and run fiber optic cable for my main
I mean,
part of the
like
job,
the
and
name
then
of your
I would sit
position,
there.
because
need a goose.
I was looking at job listings back in 2020,
Can I finish?
and like right around where COVID started.
Can I finish?
Because that's when you said you quit. And there was no
Can I
IT
finish?
specialist listings.
You could be my
That's
Can I finish?
Oh, I'm done talking. Go ahead.
Thank you. Oh, can I finish? Thank
So
you.
go ahead.
So
What'd you
the whole
need?
point
What's up?
of
There's like a whole shit ton
what
of
I
drama
did while I was
going on.
there was I was supposed to sit there and
And I
run
can
fiber
tell
optic
by,
cable and do server management.
the
This could mean anything from reinstalling the server racks themselves to fucking making sure that the code is all linked up. Fucking hell. Making sure that the code's all linked together. Essentially, most of it's just plug and play. But the one thing that I did have to worry about was server errors. So if the error was on the actual tower itself rather than inside the website, it would be up to us to sit down and plug our little laptops that they gave us into it and fucking figure that shit out.
So I just have a quick question.
As for the exact name, I don't remember. I'll have to sit down and I'll have to pull that up. What's up? You're right there behind my Steam VR menu.
I was gonna say, what networking software do you use by chance?
Huh?
What software?
What networking software do you use
Huh?
when you're viewing errors? That's just a quick question.
No, I just.
Oh,
heard you look
networking
shit.
software?
Well,
Well, when I was there, they were trying to get me to learn more than just Python, but Python was the only thing that I was really interested in. When you're talking about networking software, actually, I have a whole fucking screenshot.
Why'd you
of
say
that one, I know I do.
Python? Why'd you say Python? Though it's a
Python
coding
is not
language.
a
That's not
networking-
a networking software.
Yeah,
I'm wondering-
I know. Dude, I know Python's not a fucking coding language.
Myself to bless someone because they sneezed.
What was
Fucking
it called? Wasn't it called
stupid
something
ass
like
headset
Net?
breaking.
Wasn't it called something like NetTX or something?
Well, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
1 second. I'm still finding like things for 5 other things that we've been talking about here.
Oh, I'm a drama queen, so I love this shit, bro. Low key.
See that helicopter over
I'm
there?
for it. I'm all for it.
you are.
I'll go rub it.
What's strange is I still haven't
Sounds
gotten an
good.
answer to my question of what server.
So there's the
looking
proof
still?
of where I used to work. Thank you. And you were asking for
First, he
the
has to
coding
go
language,
Google
correct?
positions
No, the
that
networking
line up
software.
with his
For
name,
the
'cause
network?
He doesn't know what he did.
The networking software itself. That's not a
Oh,
coding
okay.
thing. That is a full-on program.
It's those position.
Yeah, wasn't it
Well,
NetTGX?
it's Java. Everything for Google's for the most part Java, except for if you're working with Python.
That's another programming language. I'm asking for a software, not a programming language.
Oh, you're talking about the software that we use to write that. Okay, hold on.
The thing with
That
the
I don't remember, because that's not on this computer.
The thing with
That
the
I don't remember, because that's not on this computer. Who the fuck?
positions at Google.
I just want to know what server you're running.
I want to get his answer first.
I know.
And, you know
I'm
who you
sorry.
bought it
There's like
from?
5 different people
Also,
asking me
I'm having, like,
questions.
5 different. Okay, he just said the same thing as me.
I
I'm
actually
having 5
bought it
different people
from,
telling me to say
Google
things to him.
themselves because they ended up having like a whole bunch of extra parts and shit that they just were not going to be
Who's the
fucking
original
using. So I ended up
manufacturer? I don't
paying
care who
their.
sold you it. Who built the machine itself?
Well, I mean, I put it together, but let me fucking find the rest of that information. Only thing that I found proof of is where I used to work so far. Hold on.
Best servers. You're fucking diving over there, bro. What the hell?
Hold on. Let me take my headset off for a second so I can fucking quick look through this. Howdy, Glad.
I just know he had to wear one of those high vis vests once and his dick out.
Good job. I really don't care.
There we go.
Why
Fucking
is your
headset and
H60
break.
so fucking huge? Why?
It's just big right now because I'm still sitting there having it in development. Also, to answer your question, who was it that was asking for the server creation? Lenovo. Yeah, Lenovo made all the parts. Anyway, well, not
Lenovo
all
made
of the
all of it?
parts, but a decent bit of it. There's certain parts that I ended up getting from Amazon because there's parts that just weren't in fucking in circulation anymore, so you had to kind of go and search for shit. Anyway, for you in particular, we ended up using a program by the name of Eclipse, I believe. It's a IDE program that sits down and just fucking does a lot of the normal shit. Normally, you would be able to just do it in any text program just because it runs on the standard fucking keys that you would use on your keyboard rather than having special characters that you would possibly need to put down. But at the same time, it's still one of those things where you kind of have to just sit there and learn it. It was either Eclipse or fucking. I think it was either Eclipse or Sublime. I know I
So
was
you
trying to
weren't
learn
using
Eclipse.
Cloud
I don't
Code?
think I ever learned. I don't think I ever learned fucking Eclipse because that's just was different for me. I think I always just used Sublime or just sat there on fucking the normal text editors.
I gotta answer
Yeah, I
that.
actually do
So
remember
you're-
opening up the fucking text editor on the computer a lot. What's up?
Did you just say that, like a minute ago, did you just say that you were building, like setting up servers for Google and taking care of them, and you had to order
Doing the hardware side of
parts
things, yes, for the most
Amazon?
part.
And you're
No,
telling me
okay,
that
so they had a lot of
doing
extra parts
something-
that they just weren't using for the longest time, and they had like this massive like warehouse room where it would just be a bunch of extra fucking parts. And about when I left, I was talking to my boss, and I was like, "Hey, I want to build a server in my house, or not a server, but a fucking server rack in my house, and make it to where I can run my own shit." And I asked him, like, hey, is there any way that I can buy like really old parts that you guys aren't using if we have a full set? And he said that I could. I'd just have to pay Google and buy it directly from them. But I had everything except for, I believe, like, I think it was just fucking hardware, like actual like screws and shit that I was missing that was supposed to tie it all together. Either that, or I think, or that, and I also was missing the.
I'm saying to what level?
Right foot, like the back right fucking.
Did you catch anything?
Thing that it sits on the foot for it. You know what I'm talking about? The
you
little
mean the one
rubber
that's
piece.
you mean the one that's screwed in with the NCT screws?
Did you decimate an entire ecosystem?
No, I'm talking about the thing that sits on the bottom. I'm literally the feet of it, the leg that sits there on the ground. That's supposed to make sure that it's not scraping up against the floor constantly.
Value anyway.
What the fuck? Who the hell? Oh, hi, Sierra.
Wait, I'm just I just want to know.
I have a question.
Like,
He has been here for like
concerning
a while.
the behavior of some of your quote-unquote staff members. Couple instances.
Oh, if there's
and I've
issues with
noticed
my
some-
staff team, I would love to hear about that.
Yes, you see, here's the crazy thing is,
Larry,
around the block a lot, seeing as I like to go out in public, I've ran into quite a few of them. One in particular who likes to tell people to kill themselves all the time.
guys, I gotta crack something.
I guess. God damn it, the fucking voice CD's doing.
Let me give you a little piece of information about Nephrox. He used to be a division captain, which at one point that was our second in command role or quote unquote second in command. It was more of a setup of a democracy at that point, just because we had 3 different division captains and then there was me. And this just made it easier for us to make big decisions so that way we could do votes and make sure that we And then I ended up getting pissed off at him because, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna fucking enable sound suppression.
Helldiver.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting surprised.
I ended up having to sit down and remove him from his fucking role because he sat down and was abusing his power. Not only that, but he used me and his friendship as a means to sit there and boss people around. He was misunderstanding what the role meant to be a division captain, but not only that, but at one point he believed that we were meant to ban every single Dogfight Club member that we had. If I wanted to do that, I had all the fucking usernames sent to me by someone in the fucking recreational Blue Angels, and I don't really care. And I even openly had to have a conversation with my entire fucking team at one point where I ended up having to sit down and just go, fuck off. This is not how we want to do things. This is not what is going on. I don't specifically hate Dogfight Club. We are not going to start shit with any particular group.
You're not going to CD cook here. CD's cooking. Hold on.
What I'm saying. I've come in and not even, people, it's just random people. He'll get angry at him because they've killed him or something, this, and that. And he will openly be the most toxic person I have ever seen. Like, I have yet to see anybody.
Which is another reason why he's been...
So this
it's another reason why he was removed from his position.
I joined earlier, and the second word I heard was the N1.
Still, and do you condone it, sir?
He's not really a part of our staff right now. He's on a trial period where we're trying to give him a second chance to kind of correct his past actions. But
I would definitely
sure, you know what? That's good enough. Yeah.
How recent are we talking?
Yesterday.
Gotcha. Do you have a video of this?
I don't have
We
video,
don't like you.
but I guarantee you if I hop into another one,
She was actually trying
I could
This
get
is
one
some
in
sort of
a snap. In a snap.
If it happens again, CD, go ahead and send it to me, and then I'll gladly sit down and I'll handle it.
Fallen was in there too. He was another individual in there, and if he had any inkling
is he gonna do?
Blade Forgery, can I get him banned from the Nighthawks?
Take this exact certain people from
143 doesn't know you. 143
What are you saying?
Word of Black Mesa.
does. Oh, he said Black Mesa is just like
channel. I'm all inside your staff channel, and I'm the only thing that you talk about. Not even the fact that I even sat down and fucking talked to you, Unity. Kill yourself. We just had that whole issue.
Wait, wasn't this you though?
I joined VR chat back in 2017.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Hold on, yeah, I'll restart it for you. Don't worry.
One time because of its fun, and we just had that whole issue go on. Okay, I joined VR chat back in 2017. I made 90% of the code for this game.
Wait, isn't that you,
Look at
right?
the fucking video that I sent.
But that's live. Yeah, I'll restart it for you. Don't worry.
What are we doing?
One time because of its fun, and we just had that whole issue go on. Okay, I joined VR chat back in 2017. I made 90% of the code for this game.
Wait,
Look
isn't
at the
that
fucking
you, right?
video that I sent. Kill yourself. The whole fucking Rico and Non and all them.
Who the fuck?
You are a minor sitting there and saying that shit? Honestly, kill yourself.
Pilot to a fucking border hopper that sits there and goes between two different countries, so that way you're able to sit there and get your shit.
Shit, but I even told you if you let it be, I was gonna leave you be, but no.
What is
Wait. So I'm going to bring everything that the fucking rec groups gave me and everything else. So how about you go ahead and get
The one that said I was talking, the one that said that I was talking,
guys, one at a time.
They said that I was just like talking, and then I showed them that they said that, and you know what?
My brain cells right now.
I just simply have yet to. Oh no, fuck names and addresses. I don't go after that shit. What I go after is the shit that people do in VR chat, because everybody from fucking Inurin to Non to Reaper 13, Woman Slayer X, sorry, because he's a fucking retard and ran to an alt account like a bitch. And what's even better is that I didn't even pull that info. Fucking somebody from the Blue Angels did. I don't even know who.
No, which info?
And what the whole funny part about it is,
because most of it was Blade. Most of it was from the Thunderbirds.